What should you do when a loved one dies? First of all, from the Bridges Farmer Law Firm, we send our condolences. Here's some things you should do. 1. Obtain the original death certificate if one is available at this time. Check for the original will of the decedent. Look at safe deposit box, check with the bank, look in places where they kept their important documents. Check to see if that individual had any prepaid funeral or cremation certificates. Call the funeral home, call the crematorium. Also let them know that the decedent has passed. Notify relatives, friends, neighbors, employers of the decedent passing. Look for insurance policies. Check in the same locations where he might have or she might have kept her will or other important documents. You want to notify their banks and credit unions of the death. And also make sure that if they have a CPA or someone who will handle their finances, let them know as well. Cancel any automatic debit cards or credit cards they may have. And also put as much important information to the side as much as possible. For my veterans, or for the families of the veterans that might have passed on, you definitely want to notify their military unit if they were still in service, or look for their military documents. There are several benefits that veterans have after they pass on that can help you, the family, and them in this situation. How do you start the probate process? Here's the things you need to do. Obtain original copies of the decedent's death certificate. Go to your county probate court and file those documents. Make sure you file the appropriate probate documents. In Georgia, there are several kinds. You want to pay the court fees. All right, and depending on the type of probate that you're going to have, you need to be able to notify all of the beneficiaries or heirs of that decedent. All right, you're going to end up having to publish notice to creditors period. You have to take an oath to get the letters of administration issued. And there's a whole other merit of things that you will have to do prior to get the probate process up and started. You definitely want to consult a probate attorney that is familiar with the processes in your particular county. All right, this is what you do when you bring to me. Bring 2 death certificates if you have them. Bring 1 if that's all you have. You also want to make sure that you bring a copy of all the assets that the decedent may have in his or her possession, or that he or her had prior to their passing. House, cars, bank accounts, again, anything that you know that the decedent had at the time that he or she passed on, you want to bring those things. If you have credit cards, they have a cell phone, they might have assets and things in it, bring those as well. Also bring copies of any investments or brokerage accounts that individual may have. Probate is a long, tedious process. It's the process of putting an individual in the place of the person that passed on, so that we as a group can come and bring a means to an end as far as it relates to matters that was left outstanding when that individual died. Give us a call. We'll help walk you through this process to ensure that your probate process will go as smoothly as possible.
Assisting you with your legal needs is bar none our firm's top priority.
Allow us to assist you in advocating for your rights.
We never take for granted the trust people place in us to represent them.
And it's always an honor when we get the opportunity to empower others through the law.
I am Shantae Bridges.
And I am Keith Farmer.
And we are Bridges Farmer Attorneys at Law. Contact us for your case evaluation.